What's up, YouTube? Trey here from Topic Tech. It's been a long time, but we're back. We just ended our stream a couple hours ago, and I wanted to do kind of like a recap and make sure that my message was super clear. But this is a video for brand new streamers or streamers getting started out, or if you're already streaming now, maybe this is something for you to revisit every now and then. And also kind of peace of mind for myself as well too, so I can work on these things as well too. So let's get started. First things first, as a new streamer, I really want to make sure that you work on just three things. Not gonna make it super complicated. There'll be some things in between, but first things first is scheduling. So you want to make yourself a schedule, and not only a schedule on stream, but a schedule off stream to continue it, because it's an ongoing, forever thing. Not forever, but you want to have it continuously growing, because whenever you're not online, your stream's not going to grow unless you do a couple of things right. So you want to make sure you schedule yourself outside of your normal day. So if you work, go to school, or things like that, you want to make sure you schedule yourself a good amount of time to stream. That way it makes it a better opportunity for people to find you. So maybe your on stream time is like 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Now, in the past, I'd recommend not doing as little of stream of like 2 hours. Try to get as many as you can. So if you can make it to midnight, go till midnight, but schedule it to be from 8 to 10. But you don't want to have yourself like falling asleep based on you're streaming later than you probably should. So stream as much as you can, schedule till 10, but try to go to midnight if you can. Only if you can. 4 to 6 hours is a great stream time. It gives people a good opportunity to find you that are on the platform. But we're going to talk about that as well too. It's not really relying on the platform to really drive your stream and bring people to your channel. So, and then if you can't stream every day, just pick a few days, but make those your specific days. That way you're kind of pre-planning ahead of yourself, because random streams are really hard. Streaming randomly is really hard to kind of carry on, because the main thing is you want your audience to be able to easily find you. Once somebody follows you, you don't want them to just be a follower, raise the number for another digit. You want them to be a part of your community. So you make it easy for them to know when you're going to go live again versus a random time, then you're more opportunity to have them come back. So if you can only do Monday through Friday, 8 to 10, that's fine. And let's say you have the weekends off from school and work. Those are your days off. Don't stream during these days. Unless you can still stream 8 to 10, keep it consistent. But I would recommend, as you're starting out, because you don't want to overstream or overwork yourself, try taking some days off and then using those days off as off-stream time. If I can type right. And with off-stream time, it's super important to have office hours. So during your off-stream time, you want to take, what I do during my off-stream time is I go back and watch my own stream. I don't watch it from start to end, but I'd pick a good portion, 20, 30 minutes, sometimes an hour, depends on how funny I find myself. I can laugh at my own jokes or not. But take notes. Take notes on your presentation, your video, your view as a viewer. What are things that you like? What are things that you don't like? I know some people hate to hear their own voice. Get over it. It's tough, but once you can at least muster through watching your own stream to kind of catch the things that you don't want to happen on your stream normally, you can break habits a lot easier. For example, coughing into the mic. A lot of times on your end, it doesn't seem like it's anything, but whenever you cough into a mic, especially if there's no pop filter or a noise gate or noise suppression, it's super loud for your viewers and it's uncomfortable. So it lessens the quality of your stream. So things that I look for are make eye contact with the camera, volume, making sure volume is good. Do I need to adjust the background music a little better? Do I need to raise my my microphone to be a little louder? Those types of things are super important that you really can't experience because you're in the moment and you want those things to be good. But the easiest way is to go back and watch your own stream in a good portion of it at a time, so you can catch, the little things. I've got some notes over here, so run out of things to do. You can work on channel art. If you can't do art yourself, look for someone to help you with it. It's a good way to collaborate. So there's lots of artists that are out there that do streamer channel work. So if you need to make a description, if you need a better logo, those types of things, a lot of people do them, for really cheap or next to free. But you get what you pay for. Just saying. So if you can afford to pay an artist to work on it really hard, you'll get good work. Sometimes, not all the time. Talk to people in the community. If you go and watch people that inspire you to stream, or streams that you enjoy being a part of, talk to those people in that community as well too. Be a part of another community. Let it naturally happen to where you're just a part of another community. And as you stream, if people find you interesting enough, you'll have one-off conversations, and maybe they'll enjoy watching your stream as well too. So it's just kind of a secondary thing that you could do. So we'll skip it. Talk to people in the community. Be a part of another community. Discord is one way. And I mean, by talking in Discord, saying good morning, those types of things, that's fine. But actually, actively engaging in those areas, beyond just a good morning or hello. Ask questions. Maybe it's not questions like, how was your day? Make it more open-ended, like, what's the weather like? Or anybody see the new movie that's coming out? Kind of be really engaging to, spark a conversation. That's what kind of Discord's for. Twitter, Instagram. And these will come up again as another part of the lesson, I guess you would call this. By the way, disclaimer, anything that I talk about today is simply just based on personal experience. I'm not a professional stream coach or anything like that. These are just tips that I used and plan on using to help myself grow as a streamer, and hopefully it makes sense to you guys, and hopefully you'll use it as well too. So, but I don't want to make this a super long video, so we're gonna kind of go fast. That way you can just play it back if you need to. So utilize these and talk in the community. That way you can kind of grow your own community. And a lot of times I've molded off of or with another community, and it just kind of happens. It just naturally happens. So scheduling is super important. That's kind of the first step. I know this is kind of a lot. Mostly schedule yourself on screen time, but also schedule yourself off stream time and office hours, so that way you can better your stream as much as just streaming as much as you can. You don't want to overwork yourself, especially it shows in your streams, it shows in your demeanor. So take it easy, but it's super important to have off stream time as well as on stream time. Next category I want to kind of talk about is marketing. So market yourself to viewers outside of the platform. So bringing people from like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, if you're into TikTok, YouTube. That's one reason why I'm doing this YouTube video, to bring more people that are like-minded or interested in things that I talk about or do in my stream, having it brought over from YouTube. You'll also see like highlights and clips on YouTube as well too, and that's because those avenues are completely separate from Mixer and Twitch. Those people come from other places to enjoy the content on the main place we go live. So that way it brings and drives traffic, not necessarily organically, but it's more directed. So it's not more of a discovery, it's more of a, oh, I like this game, or I like this person, let's go check them out. So hopefully that makes sense, and it's kind of like portraying what we're doing here is marketing beyond just hitting the go live button. So something else I would do is just kind of break out of your own box. So getting started, the hardest part is getting out of the zero viewer list. So using Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, people from around your own like physical awareness, your neighbor, your person that you sit with next on the bus, a coworker. You can invite those people to your scheduled stream. Say, hey, on Monday, if you're not doing anything, come stop by the stream. Come hang out. Come see what's up. Come see my gameplay or my artwork or whatever you're doing on your stream, and inviting them physically to come to your stream breaks you out of that zero. If you're playing a game, invite the people you're playing with to open up a tab on another computer or the laptop. Say, hey, check out the stream. You could see my point of view as well too, and maybe that's an advantage. I know in Sea of Thieves, when I play and I play with somebody else, I can see their stream, they can see mine, and I can kind of, if I'm dead on the ghost boat, I can see that X amount of people are still on the boat, and I can see that on another screen if I'm playing the same game with another person. So it's kind of like a way to screen share, if that makes sense. Either way, you want to market yourself to invite people to your stream, because otherwise nobody has any idea who you are and what are you doing live and what you're doing. So, and not only that, once they come to your stream, you only have a little bit of time to impress them before they move on. If they move on to another stream, so is what it is. So invite them, get them into your channel, and hope that they can stay. As long as you have clear, concise like fixes from your notes that you took from watching your own stream, making eye contact with the camera, make sure the volume's good, you have background music, maybe you have song requests, you have a bot that does things. All that stuff is done during your off stream time. Then hopefully the marketing that you set up to get people to your stream helps out. Again, as a starting streamer, the next thing I want to do is talk about is growth. So I feel like a lot of times, a lot of streamers that, get started, they start streaming and hopefully they follow the other two steps, but if they don't, they typically stream for 6-7 hours to 0 viewers. So 0 viewers is the curse of every streamer. We all start off with 0 because we don't know what we're doing. We're just getting started. So to grow from 0 to 1 is super important. It's also easy, right? You can open up a tab of your own stream, and boom, you just broke out of the giant list of streamers that are streaming with 0 viewers. There you go, step 1. Now, to be more realistic, you do want to invite people from marketing, like your own stream and things like that, friends that are playing with you, to open up a tab of your stream and then kind of get you pushed up in the discovery. So while you're live, while you're playing a game, you'll have a better opportunity of somebody finding you looking for that game, because that's really the only caveat that's going to bring people to your channel is the game that you're playing. So you want to have them do that. That way you can get off of that 0, try to break it. After you've broken the 0 to 1 viewers, you want to make sure that you can hold a conversation and keeping your chat open, because a lot of time what keeps people is the engagement of the streamer. If you have a chat open, you can see it, check it often, even if it's at 0. Now, you don't want to have your viewer count show. I find even today, your viewer count, depending on what it is, always affects your emotions while you're live. If you see 0 up there, you think, oh man, well, I guess I'm doing something wrong. I'll just end stream and nobody cares, which a lot of times it's not even the case. Sometimes the viewer number might be broken. But even then, you want to just not pay attention to having that drive your emotion. What you want to have is chat activity, chat interaction. But at the same time, you need to be able to hold a conversation with yourself. And that's where, going back to reviewing your own stream, if you can watch your stream, your 2-hour stream, 4-hour stream, and just click in 60 minutes in, or half of the way end, if you can watch your stream, and if you're not talking to your camera, to yourself, or narrating the gameplay, or contributing any kind of good content, if it's not interesting for you or the streamer, it's not going to be interesting to the viewer as well too. So you kind of have to always be on, regardless of who's watching. Especially, that's why I say hide your viewer count. You just got to pretend that there's always 100 people in, and then once you have some chat activity, be excited. I wouldn't don't go like outside of your comfort zone, but like treat that viewer, one or many, as an actual person, because it's somebody who sat down in front of their computer or their Xbox or their phone and they gave you a chance. So give them a chance to hang out on your channel. But the biggest thing is you want to give yourself a SMART goal. So a lot of people's main goals is to get partnered with the platform, right? So in order to get partnered, you do have to have a good schedule. You have to have retention of your viewers, so a community built. You want to market yourself really well so that you can continue growing it. But to go from just starting to stream to partnership or like the next level, I would say, you do have to have some type of goal for in between. There's going to be a lot of steps in between. And the main thing is you want to make sure you have a SMART goal, something that's super specific. So going from point A to point B, measurable, attainable, something that's actually attainable. And I feel like the requirements for partnership on most platforms are all attainable. It's just about the timing. So part of it is realistically and timely. So specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. That spells out SMART, right? I think, yeah. So you want to be a partner. All right, cool. Well, before you become a partner, the main thing that most platforms are looking for is that you have a big enough community. So measure yourself in a week. Okay, how big did you grow your community? Not followers or viewers. How many people are you regularly seeing come back to your channel? Okay, 1. Great. Next week, let's try to double that number and then go from 1 to 2. So specifically, what are you going to do differently to go from one new member of your community, someone that checks you out regularly, part of your games and things like that? How are we going to go from 1 to 2? And that's going to maybe you need to change the way you do some marketing stuff. Maybe there's something in your stream, some channel artwork doesn't really drive community members, but it's nice to look at that. You can see that you're trying to be more professional. Are you talking to the right people in Discords? Are you joining the right communities? Are you spending time on Twitter and Instagram to like other posts or find people with similar interests? Those things kind of go back down to your own growth. And the main thing is you want to grow your community. Don't force it. A lot of people do giveaways. So giveaways are a great way to, entice people to checking out your stream, but then it becomes too common and people only expect to watch your stream to win things from it. Now, it's super important. I would say definitely celebrate, in my opinion, and again, this is not the be all do all. In my opinion, it's super awesome to celebrate milestones. If you're going towards a specific goal, you hit that goal, that milestone, you want to celebrate and give away things. But I feel like it's sort of unhealthy to do it every day, because then it's expected every day, and then if the day you don't do it, you're going to completely tank, because it's not the expectation of the community that you're building. So definitely set your giveaways, if you want to do any, further in between to kind of help your community kind of drive towards something and make it achievable or attainable to reaching that specific goal. So a new member has joined your community. They probably have friends or family members that like the game or things like that as well too. They can invite their friends to your channel, as long as they know when you're going to be live again, playing their favorite game, because a lot of times people join off of types of games that you're playing or things that you're doing. So once that community member invites another person, ding, you've hit your goal for the next one. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll just go over what we kind of talked about real quick again. Make yourself a schedule. Give yourself some on-stream time. Give yourself some off-stream time, some office hours, some ways to kind of better your craft. Take notes on your own stream. Work on channel art. Talk with people in the communities, different communities than your own. Second part is marketing yourself. Using social media is super important, but especially other video avenues like YouTube, kind of like what we're doing right here. And then growth. Don't dwell on the 0 viewer thing. Break it. There's lots of easy ways to break it. Invite your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your dog can watch. your stream from your iPad in the other room. That's a secret tip. Dogs can watch anime too if you want them to. Grow your community. Don't force it. My best advice is don't focus yourself on a single game that maybe you think is driving only to drive viewers, because once you don't play that game, then that viewer isn't going to come back until you play that game again. Just how it goes. I would say don't do giveaways every day or all the time or every 10 followers. You can do whatever you want, but every 10 follower giveaways is kind of it's a practice that it's hard to break the community away from it, because then they expect it. And yeah, but either way, hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, I do go live every day. We are on Twitch and Mixer. If you want to watch us, mixer.com/topic-tech, and then twitch.tv/topic-tech. Same thing, same branding, same time, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I do answer questions live if you want to talk about streaming stuff. If any of this helped you in any way, please come by and at least let me know. That way I can continue doing these types of videos. We'll always have some things to talk about. I still have a ton of things that I want to share, and hopefully it reaches somebody out there to help them get their journey started as a streamer. Super excited for this. Thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you hit the follow button, or actually hit the sub button on YouTube, the like button as well too. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. That's super helpful. Lets me know that this was good enough for a like. And we'll see you next time. Have a good one.